We're back to the border where we are less than 12 hours away from the lifting of Title 42. It's the pandemic-era policy that made it really hard for migrants to come into the U.S. U.S. officials expect a surge of migrants to come into the U.S. once it's lifted at midnight Eastern tonight. Fox's Mills Hayes is live in El Paso tonight at the border. So, Mills, how many people have already started coming over?
Hi, Rashi. Well, we are just 5 hours away from Title 42 expiring, and CBP says that in the past 3 days, they have apprehended more than 30,000 migrants so far. And that is breaking records because before this week, we have never before seen more than 10,000 migrants be apprehended in a single day. And in downtown El Paso, that's really where the epicenter of the migrant crisis has been for weeks until this week. On Tuesday, CBP went around telling migrants that they should turn themselves in and that would be the way for them to come legally into the U.S. And after that, there's only been a few dozen left in downtown. Now, we have seen many more on the other side of the border, and I actually spoke with a Venezuelan migrant, Emilio Mendez, who met with CBP yesterday. He received these immigration papers from U.S. Customs and Border Protection, but he doesn't have a date with an immigration judge until May 2027.
The main reason why I left Venezuela because I was threatened by the colectivos, an armed group of the government.
Hundreds of migrants wait behind the border wall to be taken by Border Patrol to a CBP processing center in El Paso. Many cross over or through this over 17-mile razor wire put in place by the Texas National Guard. Texas Governor Greg Abbott's Operation Lone Star has the National Guard and state troopers working with Border Patrol.
This plan should have been done 2 years ago. We could have cut down on this a long time ago. The messaging has been horrible to these people. You know, they're coming across and they're telling us that through social media, they're being told to come across, that the borders are open, you know, and they are open. And they're open because our Border Patrol agents are having to process a lot of these migrants, and so they've been pulled off the line.
U.S. Border Patrol Chief Raul Ortiz gave the green light for CBP to release migrants on parole into the communities if there's overcrowding at CBP processing shelters. Now, we have seen multiple buses come from this border wall here and leave to go to CBP processing centers today. But we also know that if there is overcrowding at these shelters, then the city has stepped up and provided shelters as well. And the city says that there are no migrants that are at their shelter as of yet. In El Paso, Mills Hayes, Fox 26 News.